To Sandi and Myra too. Good morning to Sandi and Myra too.
Oh, ladies, I almost I thought of it last night to ask Traci. Okay, Traci, do you want to do most of the talking and then I'll do the singing? And I thought, people will revolt. They'll revolt if Traci's on and not singing.
Aw.
And Traci, I was in a couple shows. I jumped in a couple places last night. Gosh, I gotta get my cushion right. Barefoot Adventures, and he was telling people how good we are when people come in, to this. And then, let me, Susie Q. I couldn't, I was hurting so bad I couldn't hardly sleep. So there was Susie Q, and I'm like, well, let me see what she's talking about. And she was talking about blended families, and she was telling people, check her out. Check her channel out. She said they sing, and one lady, she sings to you, and she said, I don't get to watch a lot because I have to work. But that's what the first thing they talk about, Traci, is that we make them feel welcome, and we sing. You sing. Well, I told her, I said, okay, Traci sings to you, to everybody else, and I sing to you, Wake Up with Susie. And Susie getting tickled.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joy was on there. And he was like 10:30. And then where'd I go after that? John was on, so I jumped over to his. And I was getting so sleepy.
Well, I would think so. You were up early and.
Yeah. And I told him because he kept wanting me or anybody to come in to on his feed. And I said, John, I can't do that because I'm subject to start medication talking. And that won't be good.
Mm-hmm.
And he said there's somebody that wanted to come live, but he didn't have a camera and he didn't know if they would be able to do that. And I said, well, they could use their icon and their microphone. I said, a lot of people do that. A lot of people.
MawMaw did that for a long time.
Yeah, but MawMaw, she had cam. It wasn't a good cam, but she had a cam. She just had to get over the part of people interacting with her on a daily basis. Up close and personal, because that's what happens when you close yourself and I ain't saying she's done it on purpose because I'm there too. When you become complacent when not going anywhere and then you don't see people. And you feel like, oh my gosh, don't nobody want to see this face. And you start staying home and not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So to all of a sudden throw out your face. Oh,
good morning to Ann. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ann. Good morning to you. It's hard. It was hard for me. I spent a lot of time. I have spent years out of the working world at home by myself most of the time. And then, good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. And then to put myself out there like that and come on YouTube. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer. Good morning to you. It's hard. It is hard.
It was. Oh, I'm just
but
am I echoing on your end, or is it just my feedback?
No, I'm not hearing any echoing. Okay. I think that it's hard, but it is good for you in that, I know that a lot of people talk about drama, and I know there is some drama and all, but for the most part, I only get positive responses and positive comments on the videos I do. And, you know, we have good chat and good therapy here every morning. And I mean, I wish that there wasn't any drama. But thank goodness so far, I don't feel that personally.
Well, sometimes there's people that maybe we actually know in person for real. And let me, Sandi, or you already sung to Sandi, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if somebody's mad at you that you know for real, they will sometimes go out there and throw those thumbs down and stuff like that. And you know, because all of a sudden I'm getting just about 3 every day, 3 thumbs down right from the get go, just about every day. And it's like, it is what it is. I mean, because the reason we do this when we're hurting so bad is God, you know, it was because God led us to this. So
Exactly. Good morning to Sharon. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sharon. Good morning to you.
good morning. But we're here because, you know, God led us here for whatever reason. And well, the reason is to, connect with these women that come on
I
here.
think so, to connect and to spread our feeling of Christianity and to allow people a safe place to come and talk and be real and honest and not be criticized for being honest and not be put down for having feelings or having pain or anything, depression.
And we're always proud of Jennifer for Jennifer's pathway. Jennifer's pathway is her path, and everybody has their path.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys, I got Darlene's package yesterday, and
Yeah.
she was not kidding. It was heavy. Darlene, how many pounds was it? And she said, you know, it's all broken. There's no 2 sets of earrings, and there's, you know, it's all broken. Me, I started digging in it like it was.
It was a treasure chest. Good
Yeah.
morning to Pat. Good morning to you. Good morning to Pat. Good morning to you. She said 12 pounds, she thinks. That's a lot. That's a lot of broken stuff.
Oh, you'll have to go to Pat's thing when you have time and watch what she put together. Because Pat, she does different things too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it had hat bands in it, and the hat bands, you guys, that was in it are like leather hat bands, adjustable, and some you could tell they're for men, or I guess a cowgirl. They have the cow hide on them. They're interesting. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to get it out and kind of go through it. And Casey's after church today. Casey's going to be doing my putting together my 300 giveaway.
Awesome.
I tried to do it, and I had a little video thing going, and it looked okay. I liked it. It wouldn't let me add music to it, and then I couldn't add it to YouTube. So I don't know. I don't understand. And I didn't think it was terrible, but Casey's gonna redo it. He'll do it like he did my hat video.
Yeah.
And I like the comment. Let me find it. I like that. Second home.
Second home, for sure. Darlene's kitchen table. No better place in the world. for my mornings. Yeah, Pat, I am just feeling honestly about the same. It's frustrating. I'm very frustrated, but I decided last night that I would get up this morning early enough, which I do most days anyway, because I usually get up with Ryan. I would get up and shower and put on makeup and flake it till I make it.
Oh, you guys, last night I told Traci, I said, okay, Traci, you pick our topic. Oh, we have to laugh. I mean, you just have to, no matter what, you just have to laugh about it and go on. And
You do. You can't. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. I actually tried to talk my husband into letting me do Ipsy last night, and he's not. He's so funny for a man who works at a place that does internet ordering. I mean, they fulfill internet orders. That's what he does for a living. He is such a freak about putting his debit card out there for the world to see. I'm like, the world's not going to see it.
but you know, it happens when people don't buy online. People
I know.
banking in corporations all the time.
Exactly.
But it's safe. I've been doing it now for, heck, maybe a year. If that, I'd have to count my bags. But you know, it's been fine. It's it went
That's
up.
what I tried to tell him. I'm like, I need some things that I do need some new things. And because I used to wear makeup every day when I went to work, and I've only kept up on just a few things, and I need to add to that because I would like to try to look like a woman. I notice sometimes when I look at myself, which I try not to do, on the video, that my lips look gray sometimes when they're natural. So I'm like, I need to just start looking a little better. Maybe that'll make me feel a little better. So
It
I'm
did me.
trying.
It did me, Tracy. It really did. When I started, when I got the makeup and I just started fiddling with it, and it really did. Here we go.
Good morning to Joy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Joy. Good morning to you. Take it away, darling.
Joy to the world, all the boys and girls. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me, my joy.
Your joy.
My
Joy,
joy.
I do have to tell you that I could not believe your stuck in traffic video. Hello World, the traffic edition. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how long you were stuck in traffic just on a normal go home. You know, that I expect that to happen with Ryan sometimes when we've had, a foot of snow during the day, that it's going to take them a while to get home. But oh my goodness, girl, you were stuck. And you're right. If you had to go to the bathroom, you would have been in big trouble.
And Joy, I didn't catch the live, but you know what? Even if I don't catch the live, I'm going to go in and watch it, and I'm going to throw that thumbs up. I throw the thumbs up when even before I watch.
I do too. When I usually come into a show, I throw the thumbs up on my way in.
Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to show you what my singing does to people. You see her crying?
Uh-huh.
My singing makes Jennifer cry, so. Oh, she did. We know that.
Oh, that's a good idea, Myra. He might go for that. If I put it on a prepaid card and just did it from there, that's an idea.
All right, let me see.
A water main break and a couple of accidents. Holy cow. That was some crazy traffic. And it's crazy when I see you sitting there in your car and people are walking way faster than you're moving. I was thinking, oh my gosh, those people are walking 10 times faster than Joy can even move.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what, Joy? All I can say is good thing that you didn't have stinky pants. Ain't that what she goes? Poopy pants.
Poopy pants. Poopy pants.
Oh, if it would have been bad, you would have been the one getting home with poopy pants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joy, that I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard watching that. Mama kept asking me what I was laughing at. I said, "You'll have to go back and watch it." I said, Joey keeps saying poopy pants, and every time you would say it, I would laugh so doggone hard. I'm like, I can't believe Joey.
I know, that was a good one. That was a good one too. They're all good. All of her shows are good.
Oh my gosh, they are. But sometimes, yeah, Joy, if it'd been me and I would have had to use it, I'm sorry, I would just open 2 car doors, done my business like in the old times, got back in that car. And she would have. And Mama said, and she would have too. So, but even with PayPal is linked to my bank, but at least it goes through PayPal, and people don't see my banking information, so that would be something to tell them, because it gives you something. And you guys, I know, all right, as he said, the hamster cage is running, so I'm going to backtrack to the whole thing about the Ipsy. But I don't know, you get excited, and when you get it and then you open it, you're excited to get a new shade of lipstick, or the new brushes. Even the brushes, feel good to your face, and it just gives you something to wake up and think, well, all right, now let me see. I gotta hurry up and get up, and I threw on my praise music.
I just have, like I used to when I worked every day, I had every shade of lipstick under the sun. And I I got up and put makeup on, did my hair every single day. And I've been out of work for so long and just get out of the habit, and I'm just sitting home and why. But you know what? It does feel good, and it feels a little girly, and every now and then you need to feel a little girly.
Yes. That's exactly how I feel. All right. My cat likes to disassemble things at night. That's a nice way to say she tries to tear my stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys, I got my phone calls yesterday, so I got on my coffee and Jesus shirt.
All right.
Boop, boop. Oh gosh. All right, I have the orthopedic doctor decided to see me. Come to find out, they've seen me before when I fell one time, and I thought I think it was when I hit my head and had to have staples, and I went for a follow-up for him to look at the MRI thing, or what was CT, to make sure nothing was messed up.
Yeah.
It was a hard enough hit that the back of my head took 8 staples, so it scared me. But so they said, yeah, we can get your MRI, and we could, say, they said they could do everything. So, and he accepted me as a patient. So I think if he did not see something, he would not have. He would have just said, "There's nothing I can do." So.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. When will you be going to see him? Do you have an appointment?
I do, next Thursday.
Yay! That's better than my hematologist. That was crazy. When they told me the end of September, I was like, are you kidding me?
Hey, the first time I ever got a rheumatologist, it was 6 months. It was 6 months wait.
That's crazy.
Sharon,
Good morning, Katanya. Good morning to you. Good morning, Katanya. Good morning to you.
welcome back.
Thank you for coming back, Katanya.
Sharon, I like to do my eyes and my lips, but as far as foundation and stuff, I don't do. So this pasty look, this white face is really white. I mean,
When I do makeup, I do use foundation because I get my cheeks are so red, blotchy red. But like my mom doesn't wear makeup, so I never had an example growing up. But when I don't know, some friends helped teach me and whatnot, and just practicing, and I I like it. I do like it. I just sometimes I'm just too lazy. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Thank you, Raven. But yeah, I think it just makes me feel like a woman, like a girl, and sometimes I surrounded by boys. I have a husband, 2 sons, 3 grandsons. I'm always around boys. Sometimes I need to be a girl.
my dad, he couldn't stand it. He fussed at my older sister. I watched her. It's like I said, 7 years difference. So you got to figure when I was 10, she was 17 and she'd be putting on that makeup. And my dad said, putting on too much. And that's what I would do, sit there and watch her. And so when I started wearing makeup, I did back then. It was Mary Kay had the smoky. Oh, I loved it. It was a beautiful color. It was gray. It was a smoky gray colors, but it was shiny. And then the highlight on the top eye was a yellow shiny color.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just watched, I would watch her, and that's she wore a lot of black clothing. She wasn't goth. That's what she liked.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a lot, and she didn't understand that, but I took a lot of her scent of what she
Good
liked.
morning, Miss Debbie.
Hello,
And good
pretty
morning,
Hey,
Perlini. Good morning to
Tracy, you're
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you. Good morning,
You're
Perlini.
so
Good morning to
pretty.
you. I decided to be a girly girl today. I used to wear
Thank you
makeup
for
to work
warning me,
every
you
single
two.
day, and it felt so good to be a girl in a male-dominated workplace because I worked in the car industry.
I worked
And
around men truck driver.
yeah, so it just felt good. And so I decided it helps me to flake it till I make it a little bit better.
My
I
middle
understand. How
sister,
you doing, girl?
my middle
How you
sister
doing, Tracy?
she did not like she really didn't do makeup in school. The first time that she did need some, it's because I think she was engaged to this guy and they were doing a photograph together, and she had me put on her makeup. She's 2 years older, but all through school she didn't wear it. Now she's Miss Pink, and her makeup's on, and I mean, so she's out there.
How are you doing, Tracy?
I am doing about the same, but I decided to do the flake it till I make it thing today, and I'm just gonna I guess I am a little bit better, but I'm just frustrated because I'm not getting any answers.
But
I'm
Katanya,
there with you.
might see my dad would say ugly things about it. I know one time my mom had me do her makeup, and it was before I was probably 17, and it made my dad so mad. He told
Mm-hmm.
both of us to go on down to Columbus, and because it's close to Fort Benning, and there's a lot of strip clubs down there, but he told us, well, you and your mama might as well go on down to Columbus. And
Wow, that's mean.
well,
Mean.
Dad, but you gotta understand, Dad had done been married to Mom forever. I mean, she was 16 when they got married, and here she was 54 maybe, and she didn't wear makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never much do my eyebrows. It wasn't until recently that I started doing this.
So Casey started making you do eyebrows?
No, I just started doing them in. I used to do them in real light, and then it all come out where it's like bam, and I'm okay. I'm not going to be afraid to draw these eyebrows in, but I do have to draw them in. I do. For a long time, all I would do was take a Q-tip when I dyed my hair, and they say you ain't supposed to do that, but I would take the Q-tip
My hairdresser does.
Yeah, and dye my eyebrows and just leave it at that. But I remember Twiggy.
Yeah, Twiggy with the big. I love that look, but I can't. I don't have enough eyelashes to really do that. I just use a little mascara to make them look like I have some.
Yeah, I don't have much. Well, you can't see them. They're so light that I have to wear my mascara for you to see them. But eyeliner, I never did because I never could get eyeliner right. So how about it? Here I am in my 50s playing with eyeliner. So, remember we did when we first started the hat thing, and I brought out the top hat and wore it, and I did the Mardi Gras hat at the top. The the mask on the top of the hat. And I mean, I did my eyes bright and festive, and twiggly on my cheek, and stuck some rhinestones. Just, I don't know, just to have fun because you're stuck in
the house all the time. It just makes you feel good, a little bit good about yourself. That's the way I look at it. Is in Myra, if it doesn't make you feel good, then it's not worth it. But it does make me feel good. And like I said, when I did go to work every day, I did wear makeup, and so it makes me feel more like my old self a little bit.
When I put makeup on during the day and I'm not doing anything special besides just running around, when I see people that haven't seen me for a while and I have my makeup and my hair done, they go bonkers. They go, my gosh, I didn't recognize you. But, it makes you feel good. And if it makes you feel good, it lifts your brain. Your brain puts those toxins that need to go where they need to go.
Yep.
And before you know it, you're actually feeling better because you've been told you look better. And Traci, you're absolutely knockout gorgeous, girl.
Aw, thank you very much. Thank you.
You really are. Darlene's knockout gorgeous too.
Thank you.
You both are beautiful women. I wish I could have grown older to look pretty, but that's okay. I'm going to be fine the way I am.
Look, lady, don't even start.
No kidding.
If you weren't beautiful, we wouldn't let you on the panel. There
you go.
Somebody's going to come across this and they're going to say, I can't believe that woman said that. It's all fun. I promise you guys. It's all, look, I am not trying to throw my coffee all up in your face.
I don't want to go there. We've already had the 1S discussion this week. We don't need to have the C discussion.
I'm having a can't get right.
Can't get comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
while you're doing that, hello, Katanya. Hello, Joy. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Darlene, because everybody has said hi to me. And hello, Joy, again, because I missed you really bad. And I think that's it. Hello. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry. But I'm starting to feel better. I slept with my arm without the cast on last night, without the brace. And I did pretty good, except for my old sleeping habits have me sleeping with my arm like this, with my head under the pillow, with my arm under the pillow, pressed it down. So it's okay, but I stretched it out over the night, so now I got pain again. But it's a good pain. So it's a healing pain. I'm going to be
There's
okey-doke.
MawMaw on the chat. Good morning to
MawMaw.
MawMaw. Good morning to you. Good morning to MawMaw. Good morning to you.
I'll have look. The woman just made me have me make her coffee. I ain't got to class with her. You know, I am going to tell on her. I'm talking to Traci like this. Let me get a cup that I'm not going to spill nothing out of. I'm talking to Traci like this, and I just happened to look to the right, and it's like a coffee cup. It's just, it wasn't this close where Traci would have saw it. But it was like, and I'm steady talking to Traci, and then all of a sudden I turned to look right. MawMaw's just holding the cup. How am I supposed to know if I'm looking this way that you want coffee, woman? I'm just next time she's gonna dump me. Next time she'll
probably bonk you on the head with it or something.
But yeah, I used to see girls do their put on eyelashes at work. They look like caterpillars.
Those fake lashes scare me. I mean, the thought of putting glue that close to my eyes and everything, that just kind of scares me a little bit.
I've done it for Halloween, but I
used to wear them every day when I was working.
Really?
God, that sounds terrible, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah, I used to wear them all the time. And I have very short lashes, so I have to use a build-up mascara that takes forever to get off, or I have to wear lashes. Well, I haven't, you guys have never seen me in lashes, but eventually I'm going to do that just so everybody can see it. But I have very short eyes, so I have to trim the lashes. And when I was working as an entertainer, I had to have them on because you couldn't see my eyes from 15 feet off stage. Right. And you looked sick. I mean, it was done for, not just for aesthetics, it was done because you needed it to show up. So it was interesting.
The cheerleaders at school, you know, back in the day, they had to wear the bright lipstick, and they had, and I used to think, oh my gosh, they look like clowns, but they'd have to do the you know, the standout makeup, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's theater makeup, basically, because they're so far out in the field when they're doing their thing, you know.
Well, thank you, Lynn. I had a man one time, and my hair wasn't this color. It was I guess it was kind of this shade, but this old man, elderly man, come up to me in Walmart, and he said, "Miss, I sure do love your pretty red hair." And I told him, I said, "Well, thank you. I've got it in the hair aisle." And he said, "That's not your regular color." I said, "No, sir." I said, "My color's blonde." He said, "Well, you are a true redhead." There's Nana.
Good morning to Peggy. Good morning to you. And a big happy birthday. Good morning to you. Happy birthday, Peggy.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Peggy. Happy birthday to you. Now, if it's not your birthday, then Facebook Live, because I just got a little thing that slid by and notice that said it is Peggy's birthday. So, but you know, I did go to churches that did not believe in makeup, and you know, it was considered that Jezebel. The reason Jezebel was done the way she was because she had on makeup. Her uncleanliness wasn't her makeup. Her uncleanliness was her heart. So there were people that, you know, if you cut your hair, it was a sin, and if you wore makeup, it was a sin. And you know, we wake up in sin. You know.
I think it just matters on how it makes you feel. And if it feels good, do it. And I am going to, you'll start seeing me do it more and more because it is my intention to start being and acting like a girl.
It's festive. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does it makes me feel better, and it does help me in the whole flake it till I make it thing because it makes me feel good about myself to look like a woman, especially with the super short hair.
Oh, girl. When
I got
had
big hooters though, so people wouldn't really mistake me for a man much. But
you know what, manly? Look, well, my lips are well proportioned, so I like your lips. They suit you. And my lips, I have more lips than what both of my sisters have. But now Tiffany she got my ex-sister-in-law's lips, which she had beautiful lips too. But
they have, I have Native American in me. My grandfather on my dad's side was Native American. So that's where I get the bigger lips from. And I got teased when I was in school, so it took me a long time to ever wear lipstick. I would wear all the other makeup and no lipstick because I was embarrassed of my lips. But then there was that period of time when everybody was drawing outside of their lip line and making their lips look bigger, and I was like, woo, my lips are in style.
my daughter did
your lips.
My
Your
daughter
lips accent. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My daughter went through the phase, and she's got lips, or did have lips like yours, Traci. And she went through the phase of the black lining with the red. And one time I told her, I said, whoop, here comes lips. Oh, and here comes Tiffany. So she said, Mama, you just made me not want to wear lipstick anymore. I said, no, you could wear lipstick, but remember how it was. You would line them with black. And I said, so, MawMaw can't say nothing. MawMaw doesn't have much lips, but hers are the perfect color. I'm like, how can you look like you have on a trace of lipstick every day? I have corpse colored lips. They're not.
I do too. I do too.
All right, Debbie, go ahead, because I just.
What I was going to say is, Traci, your lips are so pretty. They accent your cheekbones, and then your cheekbones and your lips accent your eyes, and then your eyebrows are perfect. I mean, honey, if you just put on a little bit of gloss in the morning, it would accent all of that. It's amazing how one little thing will do what it's doing. It just balanced out your face so much, and your cheeks just look. Even if you're frowning and don't feel well, girl, you look happier than all get out.
Aw, thank you so much.
You're beautiful.
You make me feel good. You make me feel good.
I'm serious. I mean, honestly, I'm going through my head about different things you could do, and oh my goodness, we could have fun. We could play makeup someday, and we could just have a ball. And I'm sending you both a private message only because I'm going to make sure you read it, because it's kind of it's personal and kind of important. So just so you know, and you can share it with Casey and MawMaw. Okay.
Okay. But Traci, look, believe me, when you get the pink package like this, you get excited. Then you open it up, and then you get excited to see. But they let you pick your colors. They let you pick your colors. And
what is that?
Ipsy, IPSY. It's fun.
I'll have to check it out. Is it a subscription thing?
It is.
Yeah, Ipsy is a monthly subscription.
I've been out of the loop so long. I had to go throw out all my makeup. The only makeup I didn't throw out was my Bare Minerals. Everything else I threw out because it was 8 and 10, 12 years old.
Yes. So
that's the thing. I used to have a lot of makeup when I worked every day, and now I have very little because I don't wear it very often. And so I had said to my husband I wanted to do the Ipsy subscription, and he just gets all paranoid about putting our debit card number out there in the world. And
but no, and like I like the eyeliners now.
Mhm.
I like the eye color, except that one that's hard to get open, but it's beautiful. It's the what I have on my lid. Let me see. I'm gonna show my new makeup. Okay. On that part. So see, I try not to do it too much, but it's this pretty bronze, not bronze. It's a pretty grayish taupe look. I don't know what color, but it's pretty. It's pretty. And then
I just did neutral.
And I showed
Oh
Traci.
my goodness, girl.
Oh wait,
It's
you
neutral.
look like Tommy and Lacey when she was pretty.
Aw.
What was her name?
I don't remember her name. Alexa? Who were the ladies that played on Cagney and Lacey?
Cagney and Lacey stars include Tyne Daly, Sharon Glass,
Tyne Daly.
There you go.
And Sharon Glass. So it's like you're a combination of both of them when they were young. When you took off your glasses, I'm like, oh my gosh. But see, here is a full thing of lipstick, and this lipstick will be on until bedtime.
Wow.
Yes, and it doesn't do the little getting
line thing.
We're up in the middle.
Yeah. But no, and that is a full size. And it cost $11 for the bag. So this probably would have been $7 or $8 if I just bought that.
Easy.
Listen to me trying to be a saleswoman for it.
I know.
But and then
well, Sharon, you have a blessed day too, and you have a safe day too. Please do stop in again.
Bye, Sharon.
We love when you do.
Sharon. Yeah, if you guys aren't subbed to Sharon, you need to.
I will be today.
All three of my favorite lip colors that I wear quite a bit, they all come from Ipsy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to try that.
And it's fun. I was able to throw out all my makeup, all because somebody gave me a bunch of bags. And I'm like, wow, let me go online and look. But
it's really, Debbie, they do. That's why, because I've watched a few of the unboxing channels, and so I've watched a few of the different subscriptions that are out there. And with Ipsy, they do, you do a pretty in-depth profile when you sign up. So they follow your profile as to like your skin color and hair color and your preferences and all of that type of thing.
Well, that's cool. I'm going to check that out. Do you have a link, either one of you, that would give you any kind of a sharing link?
Where you if I go to my Ipsy and then I share it to you, and if you decide to do it, then I get like Ipsy points. So I just tried not to run everybody's thing up with it. So Messenger, but I'll do that.
Send me the link.
You got to feel good on today.
Peggy, it's your birthday. I'm sorry you don't feel well.
All right, Peggy, before you go though, let me see. Go, Peggy. It's your birthday. Go, Peggy.
Go, Peggy. It's your birthday.
Go, Peggy. We want to make you feel better. So I will make sure during Porch Church today that, well, most of the time I do try to remember you. I really try to remember you. And one morning, Peggy, I want you to come on the panel because you do live. So you can't say, I don't want to be on live, because you do lives. So one morning, I want you to come up here with us. I would love for you to come up here with us. And we love you. We love you.
I hope you're feeling better soon.
You guys, yesterday, I was talking to Destiny and Rebecca on my phone, having earbuds in, and I had to go with Casey. I rode with Casey to get supper. I thought I turned the phone off. So it's laying face up on my kitchen table, and I come back. And Casey said, "Mom, why is Destiny and Rebecca still on your phone?" I look down and I'm like, "What?" Look, you guys. I'm glad it was facing it to the ceiling because Ethan was walking around comfortable, and he would have been so mad at me. So I picked it up. I put my earbud. I said, "Hey," and they were just dying laughing at me. They said, "Yeah, we looked at your ceiling lights for."
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, "Oh no, I thought I hung it up." But then I talked to him for a while, and I said, "Oh, I guess it's time for me to go in there and get in the bed with my husband, spend some time." And I didn't want anything for supper, so my husband brought in what he didn't eat because sometimes I'll eat some of his Mexican food. So I kind of pick at his sometimes. So I got the chips and the cheese dip and went in the bedroom. Well, I'm eating. That was my supper last night. Casey comes in there and he like leans over and he's doing his fingers in front of the dog's face. And then he does his like this. And I'm looking, I said, "What are you doing?" And I'm eating my cheese dip. And he said, "I got a stink bug on me. I felt something crawling outside and I slapped it. Now I can't get the smell off." I said, "Thanks.
You stick it in your face while you're trying to eat?
Thank goodness I didn't smell it. And because if it's on you, you can't get the smell out of your head." I'm like, "Why would you come in here? You know I can't eat much anyway. That I can get sick easy." He's so crazy. He said it took him I think he said 3 showers and something else, and he still felt like he smelled that. Well, you know what? By now he should be immune because that's what, when he was a baby and crawling across the floor in our living room one time, he was just crawling around. We had carpet at the time, and was in the bedroom, but it was like a French door, so he just had to run to the place. Dinner. Okay. What time are you?
Pat.
Oh, that's
Bye,
right.
Pat.
Pat is on a different time.
Yeah, have a good evening.
We love you, Pat. So I smell something coming from, and I'm like, "What is that smell?" And I mean, it's a whole living room smelled like that. And I'm like, "What in the world?" And Casey started crying. And I'm like, I looked down and there's one of them stink bugs on his back and his legs was doing like Casey had leaned down and put his mouth on it.
Ew.
And what did I do? I figured something that smelled like that. I call poison control. I called poison control. And I said that she's in Singapore. That's right. We love you, Pat. I caught her, I think I caught her last night too and talked to her a while. Pat, you're going to get over being shy. You're going to end up showing your face. Pat's going to get over being shy. And
we can help with that.
So could you imagine 911? What is your, or poison hotline? What is your emergency? All in my Southern talk. "My son, oh my God, my son, he tried to eat a stink bug." And they said, "What, ma'am?" "A stink bug. The stink bugs. Are they poisonous?" "What is a stink?" I don't know. A stink bug. And they said, "Ma'am, just give them some milk." I bet that person laughed at me because I worked.
How could they not know what a stink bug is? I thought they were everywhere. I mean, we have stink bugs up here.
I don't know. But I bet when they hung up, they did what I used to do on conferencing. Laugh their butt off at the crazy woman. Hey, baby. Okay. sitting here online.
Good morning
Oh,
to
hold on.
Kevin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. I love you, Kevin.
Okay. Tracy something. You went to have the bank and what?
Oh, goodness.
All right. Well, I guess we'll talk about
Excuse
it.
me. You'd think I would be awake. I've had a whole pot of coffee already this morning.
Whatever we got to pay. All right. I love you. Bye. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There was an epidemic this year of stink bugs because it was on the news and it shocked me that other people knew what stink bugs were.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
had them a couple of years ago. They were really bad up here.
used to, it would just be occasionally. It would be like, I would be outside doing yard work and I'd touch something and it'd be a stink bug and I'd see one. Then it got to where one time on my front porch, every time you looked somewhere, there was like 100 one time. I'm like, what is going on? And
Mhm.
out that it was on the news about the stink bug situation. See, Pat's laughing. Pat keeps saying she's gonna leave, but she's like me. Pat, I bet you guys ain't got stink bugs in Singapore. That's all I got to say. Them things are bad. They don't bite or nothing. They're just bad.
I know, they're just stanky.
And you know what? Sometimes I found out when one would be in the bedroom and I'd slap at it and catch it and then flush it, it would not smell. But then there was sometimes that I would just smell, and I'm like, I smell stink bug, and I'd be smelling my covers, smelling my shirt, and be like a crazy woman. And surely the cat probably swiped it, or the puppy probably touched it.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, you have a good evening, and we love you. And I love to hear her talk. I love to hear her talk. It's so funny that these different sites that I've come across, the fishing ones, the camping, ones, the water running, LizzAnn's with the rain pouring down.
Yep. Good morning to Willow. Good morning to you. Good morning to Willow. Good morning to you. Good morning. How are you today, Willow?
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch it up one day. I asked Tracy last night, I said, find me a topic. I said, you pick the topic this time. And real talk, what'd you say?
I said real talk with Christian women or something like that. I just whipped that right off the top of my head. I don't know what. It just came right out.
And we do
It was given. It was given.
Yeah, and we do scriptures, but it doesn't say we can't be silly, and I say a lot on here that I believe when we laugh that's still a joyful noise. It says make a joyful noise unto the Lord. So if we laugh,
if it'll make you smile, it's a healthy thing, as long as it's not cruel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Well, at least you did get some sleep. I'm sorry that you're in pain, but sleep would be amazing.
I understand discombobulated, Willow. Oh, do I understand that? Let me tell you.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to call him and ask him, did you feed Bailey? Did you take Bailey out this morning? Because he'll tell me things and I don't remember. I wake up And yes, it could be from the medicines that I take at night, and maybe they're still in my system a little bit. But I understand that, Willow. I have to kind of roll sideways to get out of my bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the doctor thinks, some of them probably thinks I'm making it up, but I actually, I get to the window frame because I don't have much on my side of bed. And I have to put my hands on the window frame and then kind of just try to stand up because my back hurts so bad. And it hurts like rip to stand all the way straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then take that first step and then that second step. And I'm saying, Lord, please help me.
Mm-hmm.
So Willow, we understand.
We totally get that.
And
exactly. Yeah. Especially if you haven't slept good for a while and then you finally get a good night's sleep. But I know that feeling. You just feel almost dazed and confused. You just like, what the heck?
And all right, it's sort of like being on Destiny, watching Destiny on hers yesterday about mental illness. And a lot of times when you talk about mental illness, people will be like, oh my gosh, they're not going to go there. But you have to find, I always said, like-minded people. And when I first started, and I'd say, you have to find like-minded people. I didn't know. Yeah. Willow, you're right. And think about it. When I had my left shoulder, I did not realize I'm right-handed. But when I had that left shoulder all taped up and everything after my surgery, it was like, I got depressed. I was like, oh, how am I thinking this way and getting depressed? I mean, because I've had other surgeries, but I don't know, because I couldn't do a lot of stuff. But another thing you don't think about the support of getting out of bed is when you have neck surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how much when you go to sit up, you're pulling on your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a whole different experience as well. So I'm still not, well, they said 6 months to a year for a complete shoulder surgery. I'm still, my strength isn't good in either shoulder because of the surgery. But yeah, so
Here's your Susie Q. Good morning to Susie. Good morning to you. Good morning to Susie. Good morning to you.
Oh, goodness, Susie. I'm sorry if I just took over last night. Susie had a serious subject about blended families. And I done told her, Susie, MawMaw's in here. My mother-in-law, Xshydovex, that's my mother-in-law. I talked about stepkids, but I said, how about mother-in-laws? And people got to laughing about mother-in-laws. And then I had to hurry up and say, no, I knew her first. Oh.
What happened to Debbie?
She'll be back. Yeah, it is fun.
Nowadays, it's almost unusual to not have some type of a blended family, At some point, we have, there's so much
Wi-Fi drop.
Oh,
I was like, what happened to Debbie?
Did you sing to Susie?
I did sing to Susie.
She sang to Susie.
I got to do mine.
All right.
Here we go, Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. That's all I remember.
That's a good one too. But then there's this one. Oh, Susie Q. Remember that one?
Yes.
Oh, Susie Q. And then I don't know the rest of it.
Oh, Susie Q. Oh, who sung that?
I don't remember. Alexa, who sang the song Susie Q?
Gotta love Alexa.
Alexa, play the song Susie Q.
Oh, can't play it.
By Dale Hawkins on Amazon Music.
Dale Hawkins.
Thank you, Susie.
Now I'll turn it down so we don't get a copyright.
Oh, look at your shirt. I want to see your shirt.
Stop, Alexa. Okay, we're done.
Today's good mood is sponsored by coffee. That's so
I
cute.
like that.
Yes.
My pajama bottoms also say coffee on them.
And then, so Susie, you got to get a coffee shirt, Traci.
I know. What do I got on today? America.
And I said every time, I don't know why they didn't put Jesus in coffee, but they put coffee in Jesus.
Jesus should come first. I do every morning before I put my feet on the floor. I thank God every day before I put my feet on the floor. That way, if my feet don't hold me when I stand up, I already remembered to thank God for at least waking up.
We're just thinking.
I thank the Lord every morning for the sun and for the ground, and that I'm on this side of the grass, and that I have so much attention that I need to do things, that I could be bored. And that's supposed to make me feel better, I think.
All right, Susie Q is a tea lover. Susie, I love tea.
I like unsweet iced tea.
I love unsweet tea.
too.
So, but if I make hot tea, I do, I put lemon extract in my hot tea.
I
And
do hot tea just plain too.
And with honey, because usually if I'm doing hot tea, I'm needing something. So
Yeah.
but anyway, and now I put ginger, ground up ginger. I think that's what that is. I put in it. So I do honey, ginger.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. If my stomach's upset, because they say ginger is good for your upset stomach or indigestion. So yes,
It also gives you energy.
So
I have been drinking more tea because I promised the doctor I would try to cut down on caffeine, so I'm only allowing myself 1 pot of coffee a day instead of 2.
Tea is loaded with more caffeine than coffee. Did you know that?
But tea has antioxidants. Tea has something in it that I read one time or saw on a thing.
The tannin.
It says that if you drink tea, it's good to keep something about heart attack. So whatever's in tea is good for you.
It's the tannin, and it keeps your blood thinned out somewhat.
No.
Well, maybe that's why I have internal bleeding.
No, it's not because of the tea.
All right, Lynn. I use lemon extract for hot tea. I will put lemon juice in. If I want to drink some lemon tea, I'll use lemon juice for cold tea, because I don't know why. I don't know why there's a difference, but just lemon juice in hot tea doesn't taste right for me. What didn't you know, Susie? Because we done said a lot of stuff about the tea. But yeah, I like, I will do the green tea, but it just doesn't taste like anything. I got a box somewhere. It's green tea with, Lynn. Well, you know, Lynn, think about it. When you do if you do a lemon pound cake, if you do a lemon pound cake, it's going to call for lemon extract, not lemon juice.
Yep.
And it has to be something with maybe, I don't know, maybe something
Maybe
to do
heat
with
it up or something. Yeah, maybe the hot.
and like with the frosting, you would use lemon. You would you would use lemon juice. So I don't know. I think it's got to do with the hot cold thing. And then I have almond extract for my coffee sometimes, but I will put that on my wrist and behind my ears because lemon extract, almond extracts, oh, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where Debbie keeps going. Oh, we're going to have to do Where's Waldo?
Where's Debbie? Where's Debbie?
Oh, you guys. We're ramping up, and I have this thing. What am I going to do for Crazy Hat Day tomorrow?
Oh, hat day, hat day. I gotta think about which hat I want to wear tomorrow. Hat day, hat day.
I'm going to get the hat bands to show you guys. I'll be right back. My stomach was feeling bad last night.
Hey, Paul, just come here.
When I made ginger, it stopped. See? Yeah.
Mm.
I got fresh ginger. Somebody started, he got some fresh ginger. And it smelled so good. And I thought that I would just put a bunch of it in my tea. And I did not realize ginger was spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, until I cut some off and I thought I'd eat it because it kind of smelled lemony.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned real quick, fresh ginger is spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was hurting the other day. All right. I was hurting the other day so bad that I did some of what Geanna, little white man, sent me, the OSHA root.
Mm-hmm.
I steeped it in the Keurig because
Yeah.
it's got a little metal thing insert. So I put it in the a little bit of it and I steeped it in with my tea, and it did. I'm gonna tell you guys, it did help. I wasn't completely pain free, but you know what? It took the edge off. It took the edge off better than anything that I could have took.
Yeah.
So I thank Geanna for sending me that. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna get those hat bands to show you guys.
Okie dokie.
What am I gonna do so? Huh? I have a dog in my face again.
Again.
Again. Yeah, I lean back in the recliner and watch. No, I don't have any grandbabies that are that small. My youngest grandbaby that is now my daughter is 17. And I have one that is 15 that lives in Wisconsin. But I haven't seen her for quite a while. But she's a gorgeous little thing. But yeah, no grandbabies.
We have to babysit the grand puppy this weekend.
Yeah, this guy, I laid my recliner back, and he jumped up on the recliner with me. I thought he was about 65 pounds. He felt more like 100.
Mm-hmm.
He's huge. I couldn't pick him up to weigh him again. I have to take him to the vets now to weigh him. He's too big.
Yeah.
So, talking about ginger though, I like the pickled ginger that you get when you buy sushi.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pink ginger. I love that stuff. I really do. And
does it
it's
still
not
help
quite,
like with stomach upset and stuff, the pickled ginger, or not as much?
I think it does because you have all of, you eat that wasabi.
Right.
And wasabi will knock you off your craziness, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was driving the car and I was eating sushi on my way to a meeting. And my girlfriend was sitting in the seat. We were both eating this big box of sushi. And I grabbed the one that had the wasabi on it and didn't know it. I mean, they plopped a big old blob on it. And I wasn't paying attention. I dunked it in the soy sauce and I put it in my mouth. And before she could say anything, she goes, "Oh my God, you didn't do that." And I said, "What did I do wrong?" And then it hit.
Oh,
she goes,
boy.
Oh my God. And I mean, the tears were just coming down the face. I was trying to get it out of my system, drinking all the Coke I could drink down because, man, that burned. But I'll tell you what, I didn't have sinus problems for months.
I bet.
Okay.
That stuff will hurt you.
In the stuff that Darlene sent me, there's handmade leather hat bands. All right, let me.
Yeah, make
how
yourself big.
pretty.
All right. Now this would be for a man's cowboy hat because it has a cowhide. Well, I guess a girly cowgirl. So
Yeah.
you know
It's blingy.
so see it's
Adjustable.
yes.
So cool.
That's one. Then here's one that's plain leather.
I like that. That's
then-
pretty.
Let me sing to Denise really quick while you're in the middle. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you.
So,
Okay.
hey, Denise. Okay, and now this one would be cool for a man.
Oh,
This-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that one.
and
That
see,
looked nice on a straw hat.
and you
Mhm.
guys, this they handmade
Right.
these.
Yeah, that's interesting how those are.
Now here's some girly ones, and I like those too. They would be so pretty
Ooh.
Oh,
on
yeah.
a little cowboy hat. Or
Mhm.
I'm going to try them on the straw hats because I do have the straw hats, Debbie. And then
Yeah.
I think this is gray. And then the stones are
Ooh.
black, I think.
That's pretty.
That looked pretty on a black Stetson, let me tell you what.
I know. And they came from, all right, I showed the pink, didn't I? Okay.
Mhm.
But here's a close up because you can tell the cowhide on this one because the colors.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they Darlene B sent them along with the jewelry and
Beautiful.
stuff. And she said, well, all of it's broken. And I'm like, I was like, old ladies doing peas. I'm just talking to her. And then I'm looking, and I had all of a sudden, I have a handful of Christmas stuff that I can decorate my Christmas jars or something.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I use. So I got this 12-pound box that I have to go through.
Sort through,
If
sort
Casey,
your colors and everything.
if Casey sees it, he's not going to want me to keep it.
Why?
I have so
Why?
many.
Good morning, underwater gardeners. Good morning to you. Good morning, underwater gardeners. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. And this is first time you've been on, and that's what Traci does. I heard my name. Oh, I told Darlene, I was whispering. I said, Darlene, Casey's not going to want me to keep 12 pounds of jewelry, broken jewelry. But, and I went to Underwater Gardeners. I went to their page, and it was just, I think in your page that is just like the sound, the video I saw, it was just like water running.
Aww.
And it's so calming. So welcome, and that's Miss Traci that sings the welcome song. Debbie said, oops, late. There's Debbie does sales. And Xshydovex is my mother-in-law.
Denise, I am doing okay. I decided that I'm not going to let this craziness and this feeling bad get me down. Took a shower, put on makeup, put on clothes as like bright and early this morning. By 5:30, I was dressed, makeup, clothes, showered.
Oh, girl, you did better than me. I got all my makeup off and put some on, but this hair, there was no help, you guys. I've got to do, this hair, I need help.
All I have to do is wash mine and comb it, and it's just, that's it.
My upper shoulders, it hurts dealing with it. It hurts dealing with it if I'm trying to pull it up or something.
Yes.
It's like raising my arms. It hurts.
Takes me 2 seconds. Just a burp, 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 burp,
What
burp.
are the little green things? The little Lynn, what are the
No.
Lynn? What are the little green things with the yellow?
I'm chilly this morning too, Lynn. That's why I have my hoodie on. It's supposed to be nice today. It's supposed to be like in the upper 70s. So I have a t-shirt and capris on, but I have my hoodie on until it warms up. Right now it's not that warm.
We found a giant tree that's growing right into our house.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that needs to get rid of it.
It's mountains with the sun.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you.
Debbie's waiting.
Hi, Debbie. Good morning,
Hey,
Tracy.
Casey.
Love you,
You're looking
Casey.
good today, my friend.
Hi, everybody.
You look good today, Casey.
Well, thank you.
He said, well, thank you. Oh, and also in that box, there was, let me see how to put this. Something for if a woman ever has to go somewhere and she feels like she might need to be on the defense.
Woo.
You could knock somebody out with this. I mean,
Yeah.
they almost sound like
Just wrap them around
You
your
can
knuckles
swing like
and swing
nunchucks.
away.
yeah, I mean, just think. My head, this wad of hair don't look like I did anything. But anyway, you could just snatch it off and be like going ninja move and be. That would really
Nunchucking it. Yeah.
But you guys might end up seeing these again because every now and then I take out that festive dress that that April gave me with the pretty colors, the pretty orangey tones, and I bet this would be real pretty with that.
Ooh, I bet it would.
Yeah.
I mean, this is I don't have to buy jewelry, you guys. I just go in there and look around and find something. I never knew God. Yeah, I was never really a jewelry person to walk in the store and buy any. But I had I used to go to, what is it? Cato's? No, is there? I forget the name of the store, but I'd go in there when I would get a little bit of money and needed something decent to wear, and there was a guy in there. I called him my personal shopper. It got to where he would say, well, let me see, and automatically pick out the same right size and the colors he picked out for me. I would never have picked out for me. It was a mixture of teals and browns and like paisley patterns. I would pick that out for me, but it suited me. So, and then he would pick out a couple pieces of jewelry that wasn't expensive to go with it. I did not like when he wasn't there, because what better, hey, I'm on the poor side to just walk in a little old shop around your town and somebody be there to pick out a few items.
Heck yeah.
And inexpensive. So that was when we would have to dress for work, and I had to wear the dress pants or dresses.
How has the weather been by you, Debbie? Are you very close to the Gulf?
No, thank the good Lord for small favors. I'm almost in the middle of the state. If you go straight up from Houston and go straight up and go to the middle of the state, that's about where I'm at. I'm down from Dallas and up from Houston, both about right in the middle of both of them. And then I'm a little bit east from a town called, well, you've heard of Waco. So if you find Waco and Temple, I'm just east of them, close to Fort Hood. So no, I am not. I am not in danger with any of the storms from the Gulf.
That's good.
When
That's
the
good.
big ones hit, we got a lot of rain, but we didn't get any flooding or anything like that. We did get a lot of refugees from the Gulf that came into our city from Louisiana and stuff. And that wasn't a very pleasant experience because a lot of the bad people came with a lot of the good people, and they were stealing things out of the hotels, like
Oh,
lamps and pictures and
Oh my
beds. And I mean, out the windows. Can you imagine? It was crazy.
crazy.
But yeah, you know, people help you. Don't ever bite the hand that feeds you, ding dongs. So,
No
you know,
kidding.
it's okay. But yeah, we're fine. It's about 74 here right now. It feels like it's 81 because of the humidity.
Mhm.
And it's only 9 o'clock here. So,
Right.
you know, going on 9 o'clock. But it's supposed to get up to 94 this morning. It means it's getting cooler.
Ha.
So,
Yeah,
but
it's
thank you
like
for asking.
almost 10 here, and it's only 62.
Yeah. We're
It's-
waiting because we've got some rain coming in that is from the Imelda thing that went north, but we're on the west side of it, so we may not get much. But we could sure use it.
Mhm.
Willow, that irritates the stew out of me.
Uh-huh.
When I'm laying in bed with my laptop and I put this on my chest when I want to, you know, type something the way I'm laying, and it will just throw me somewhere else. I'm like, ugh. So it sometimes it does that.
Yep.
Raven's only at 57.
Oh, I'd love to have a 57 morning. I'd be out there sitting and
Oh.
drinking a cup of coffee, enjoying the chill.
Oh, I don't know. It's
Somebody,
like at 61 here right now, and I'm chilly. Still got my hoodie on for a while yet.
I would be outside just enjoying this. I love the smell of fall. I love
I do
when the
too.
weather starts to change.
Okay,
And
somebody look this up and let me know
okay,
what the weather's like here, because
okay, just a minute. I will do that.
she could just ask Alexa. You've been asking her everything else.
You're still sitting out having coffee and shorts and a tank. That's funny, Raven. I would be freezing because I first thing I do when it's chilly is grab a hoodie and wear a hoodie till it gets warm enough. If I start finding myself pushing the sleeves of the hoodie up, then I know it's time I can finally take it off.
Lynn, you have loved us for a long time. You used to come on church when Casey did it at 9:30. See, Casey used to do church at 9:30 every morning. What in the world, Debbie? What are we seeing, Debbie? Okay. I got worried. I got worried, Debbie. I'm like,
On mute. Okay, here we go.
Mama's and Mama, I can hear her back there laughing. You do love us, Lynn. You've loved us for a long time.
A very long time.
Wait. Okay. Anyway.
So what did you find out, Debbie?
In Lynette, in Alabama, where you're close to where you live, it is going to be, it's 72 right now. It's going to get up to 85 today. No chance of rain.
And I'm gonna tell you guys, that's still hot for the work that my husband.
Oh yeah, for Alabama, it's really
yeah.
Yeah.
There's your weather forecast.
Thank you.
Did you have a
And I'm glad that
and on this side it's going to be 95, and on this side it's going to be 94.
And
right in the middle,
it's hot and
and
humid.
it's chilly up here in Michigan.
I'm glad you muted so you could do my town.
Huh?
I'm glad Debbie muted when she checked on my town and didn't say my actual place.
Yes.
You guys, it's a learning experience, and I had to learn to take my actual city off of my Facebook and, you know, take some personal stuff off of any of my social networking.
Mhm.
It's scary because you don't know if somebody lives 30 minutes from you or if they
Tell
live
you
2 hours from you. And
Mhm.
I recently got a huge scare thinking about some things. So,
Mhm.
and Casey did. There was somebody that was following Casey and would be in all of their, when him and, you guys remember when him and they would do their auctions every Monday, him and April. It was every Monday, April and Casey. And he went by, you guys know Geisha Treasures. And there was a woman that latched on. And then she came in to the Porch Church and kind of, it was a strange situation. And one night, she wanted Casey to meet up with her and this man to marry them because he's certified as a pastor and he could have married. But no, it had me thinking that because she said when
something's up.
she said, well, how do you forgive if somebody were to, do you forgive or does God forgive Hitler? Does God forgive this? And she's going on at Porch Church. And she said, well, could you forgive somebody if they killed one of your loved ones? Or she said something, and I was like,
Oh my goodness.
so I told Casey, I said, that's getting weird. It makes me think that they could knock on your door and shoot you and look at me and say, well, do you forgive me? I mean, it got real
Yeah.
weird with that person. And yeah, they wanted Casey to meet them somewhere, and this was 11 o'clock at night.
They can find somebody else to do it. They
Meet
can go to
them
the police
and
station and find somebody to do it.
I'm long in bed by 11 o'clock at night. I
and
usually go to bed about
At by
9.
9:30.
and I think they weren't from here, and they were, you know, trying to get married, so they, you know, I don't know. It was just weird. And I told Casey, no. I said, well, I'll stay up. But it worried him so much. He woke me up. He called and woke me up. And I'm like, what is it? And he said, Mom, could you stay awake until I get home? I said, yeah, what's wrong? He said, I'll tell you when I get there. So he told me, you know, and he, you know, we had to block and regroup on that one. There you go.
Good morning, Mama K Midwest Treasures. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mama K Midwest Treasures. Good morning to you.
Did
Well,
we get Raven?
Where
Raven
did I?
at our
Yeah, I
treasure
did
chest?
sing to Raven
Okay.
because I have her name written down.
welcome, Mama K. Welcome. Look, we just let me see. I'm from the South. I mean, I know you can't tell by listening to me, but so I'm just this Baptist Costal around. You know, I'm just a Christian woman. And then Debbie, you introduce yourself.
I'm a Christian woman. I am not a religious woman. There's a difference. And I live in a further south state yet. Originally from California via Oregon. So
And I'm originally Cali.
there you go.
That's
See how
so
we
funny.
are?
Now,
And that's
I
it.
am from Michigan
Michigan.
in the Midwest.
and down below you, Mama K, Xshydovex, that is my mother-in-law. So
That's mom.
it's just a family thing. Oh wow! See, how is it that so many of us come out of California? I mean,
Because we were smart.
from California to Alabama, it's like my mom was from here, and my dad was just from everywhere. But
My parents came from Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri, and Ohio, and they ended up in California. That's where I was born. Parents moved me to Oregon to get me out of what they saw coming, And then I moved from Oregon because I saw what was coming from California, and I moved to Texas to get away from everything for the last 35 years of my life. And it was the smartest thing I ever did. So I'm now in Texas and happily married, have been for almost 20 years. And, you know, life is beautiful. And I have a 17-year-old.
Yeah, she started over. But you know, Pronini, there's nothing wrong about wanting to be private. And, you know, the thing of it is, you know, when somebody made it, you know, well, have you ever seen them? You know, I sent you a God jar, you know, so, I mean, you share with who you feel comfortable sharing your address with or your phone number, you know, you just don't have to. I've had to learn the hard way.
Mama Kate, you're close to me, girl. That's cool.
There's my boo.
Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
Bob's singing to you in the background.
I didn't know who that was. Well, Bob needs to.
Yeah, that was Bob.
Bob needs to come into the light sometime.
Yeah, right. Did you sing good morning to Darlene and to
good morning to everybody.
Nobody heard you real well. You want to do it one more time?
Oh, good morning to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Yes, I decided it would help me flake it till I make it today.
Thank you, Bob.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Bob.
You need to see Traci. Look at the beautiful makeup Traci's got on today.
Good morning to Geanna. Good morning to you. Good morning to Geanna. Good morning to you.
Okay.
Traci, you got looking today.
Aw, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
She's beautiful every day. She's just blingy.
I just don't get any better looking.
She's blingy. She's blingy today.
A little blinged out today.
I think she looks pretty.
She does. She looks great.
Traci, for just for fun for me, because Bob doesn't get to see y'all very often, take off your glasses so we can see them. You got a lot of reflection, but I want to see your eyes. Look at that.
Look at that. Good looking.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Daily.
Aw, thank you so much.
Plum beautiful.
Aw.
I know you look like you did the filter. You know how when the women do the filter, that's what it looks like. But see, you ain't got no filter on.
Nope. That's just all me.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that much makeup on. That's the fun
Oh,
part.
that's great.
Yeah.
Boy, she really
And then look at Darlene.
Darlene looks good too.
Yeah.
Look, Darlene's a hot mess today, you guys. I should have jumped in that shower, but I just couldn't make it.
We can't smell you. We can just see you, and you look pretty dang good.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Hey, I got to see Susan Q up close last night, and her little beautiful little girl.
I cannot.
There's hubby.
Hi, Bob.
I get better looking every day.
That's right.
You should have seen me when I started.
Well, look, at 70, how old, Bob? Well, you told me you might not want to share it with the world.
Oh, he can share it. Tell him how old you are.
77.
See? Look, for 77, it's hard to believe that you and that you guys just can run miles around me.
Honey, I don't run at all.
Hey, you probably could have passed Joy when she was stuck in traffic the other day.
Oh my goodness sake, yeah, she was going nowhere.
I don't
go for a walk either.
He sits and does not a whole lot, only because he's decided he's earned it.
Well, you have. You've earned it.
I've worked a lot of years to get this ugly.
You're not ugly.
You're not ugly.
Pop.
I know.
Pop.
I just got better looking every day. You should have seen me when I was a kid.
Well,
he really was. He had to sneak up on a drink of water to get just a glass of water.
even to get the glass, let alone the water.
He needs his hair cut. I need to cut his hair again.
Well, think about what you're going to look like when you hit 90. It's like Sean Connery. The older he got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The older he got, the hotter he got.
See, that's going to be you, Bob. Men folks do that. That's not fair. Men folks, some of them get better looking when they get older. And women, we're different.
Mhm.
I don't think so. I think women are beautiful.
Well, thank you. But yeah,
all of you are beautiful.
See what happens when we give him an inch?
I take a mile.
That's all right. We appreciate.
He's pretty.
But Susan, her little girl was a little show out last night. That little girl's so cute. You know, these kids aren't afraid to show their faces on YouTube. They'll be all up in the camera. They want
yeah. Look at how my grandsons were. They'd sneak behind me thinking I can't see them.
Yeah, these kids are not afraid to be seen, and it's so cute.
That's true, Denise. I think beauty is way more on the inside than it is on the outside. Way more.
You know,
if you don't have beauty on your inside, then it's real hard to make it pretty on the outside.
Yep.
I have a secret. What? He can't hear me because he's hard of hearing. That was a biggie for Bob because he doesn't feel good around people. So that was a big one. You all got to see the Bob. That's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, she took me back there on FaceTime, and I talked to him. So, you know, you can tell he wasn't too much into it.
He kept me from going absolutely crazy, ladies. Literally, when I first met him, I was so in the hole, and he pulled me out of that hole. And he had just gone through a bad time. His wife passed away from cancer. They were married 24 years.
Aww.
And then I met him a year and a half later, and he pulled me out of the dark hole.
That's sweet.
And now he's a wonderful man. He really is. And his background would scare you, the things that this man has been able to accomplish.
And, you know,
I'm just real blessed.
And that's the thing. You meet up with people that have, they go through things, and we talk about Christian women, but, we don't think sometimes the men that hold us up, or because if you had not met him when you did, Debbie, things would have been totally different for you. You wouldn't have had,
but it was meant to be. Yeah. No, it was meant to be. I mean, this whole thing was so orchestrated by the Lord. It was not funny. I mean, it was so meant to be.
Because you ended up with that daughter to put that fire back in you, and fun, and teenagers.
Yep, she is my life. I mean, she's my. We laughingly told her when we adopted her, now you're going to be our retirement, so you got to be good in school, and you got to mind that child has never done anything wrong, and has a hard time telling them when she's not feeling well. When she's feeling well and she decides to take a day off mental from school, I don't want to lie. I'm just going to tell them I wasn't feeling well. I said, I'm just going to tell them you took a day. Let it be. It's okay. I mean, you're pulling absolute straight A's. What the heck are they going to do to you? So I have to argue with her for little things. And so she is so brilliant. But the more brilliant children are, people do not realize this, the more anxiety they carry in themselves. And so I have to help deflate her anxiety level a lot. Yeah. And she's doing extremely well. I'm just so proud of that young girl.
That's awesome.
She decided one day, she goes, we don't go to church. How come we don't go to church? You want to go to church? Okay, we'll go to church. We went to church. 6 weeks later, the child was baptized. Her decision. Then she told Daddy, you need to get baptized too, Daddy. Mom's already baptized. Okay, so he did. He took his classes and he got baptized too. And then we were there for about 2 months. She goes, I don't like the organization that we're in, but I believe in God and I believe in Christ. but I don't like what they're doing. I said, what do you want to do? She goes, well, I'm tired of working for them when they're not working for others. This is a child that was 12.
Yeah.
I said, okay, do what you feel is right in your heart. Don't let anyone else tell you different. And so we didn't go back to church. The pastor from the church, or the bishop of the church, came to us and said, oh, by the way, you owe this much in back tithing. And I said, no, I'm sorry, but my tithing comes from my heart. Yeah.
That's right.
And I told him, I said, he was a bishop, but not of the Catholic Church, okay? This was a bishop from another church. And I said, I'm sorry, but I don't like that our church sent $5 million to Syria's government. Our church sent that to the government of Syria. I said, the people were not helped, but there were some people that got rich out of it. And I said, you guys are absolutely out of your mind if you think I'm paying you any money. And he said, well, can we come in and talk about it? And I said, no, because I'm not letting you in, period. It's that simple. And then that was the last we heard.
You know,
Excuse
that's
me?
like a cult. I mean, who's going to demand money from that is something.
Well, he didn't threaten me, but he did say, well, you know, if you come, because you need to come back to church and this, that, and the, I says, I don't need to do anything but eat, sleep, die, pay my taxes. That's all I have to do. And I said, you're not my tax. And I said, I don't have to do anything, because he was a new bishop. He wasn't the one that we quit going to church because of. And he says, well, you know, if you don't want to be part of the church, I can remove you from the rolls. And I said, you touch my baptism on my family in any fashion, and I'll have your hat out there to dry. You
All
just
right,
forget it, bud. He threatened to
Why?
kick me
I'm
out.
not seeing Mama K Treasures when, like, I don't see her in my chat. That's driving me crazy.
Mama K's treasure said, well, ladies, I have to get off for a bit. I'll check back soon. If you guys are still on, thanks for welcoming and sending me. We will go from here to Porch Church Network. And if somebody could throw the link in to Porch Church Network, that's my son's he's reading from Revelations, and I go from this room into his room. So if you're still on, Mama K, yes, I would love for you to join us. And today is Denise's daddy's birthday. He's 82.
Oh.
And is still so handsome. He does everything for himself. He's healthier than all of us, has no issues. Well, that's
Bob's
great.
hands shake too. That's all it does matter with Bob, is that his hands, they get real shaky in the afternoon. And doctors said, and they've done all the tests, there's nothing wrong with him. Thank you so much, Pearl Nini, for that support. And Dwayne, you're right. It's okay to feel the spirit, but not be in the club. I'm all for that. Man isn't the one I'm trying to impress. It's the Lord. So screw it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk nasty, but yeah, that's the way I feel. You know, I do for people when I see the need. If somebody needs something, I'm the first one to give it to them. So,
but Mama K, if you're still on, it's in my description. The very first thing is the Porch Church Network, and it has the link. He'll be peeping around in a minute and looking at me and say, okay, church at 11. So that means that I have to, about 10 till, I have to make sure that I take my laptop in there with him, because I sit in there with him when he does it. But you're right, Dwayne. Sometimes you feel the spirit, but not the club. But sometimes you feel the spirit. Once they become a club and chase the money, it takes the spirit out.
Yeah.
You got that right. You got that right. And Dwayne just said something else that's right on. Sometimes ministers will say to you, or bishops or people that are high up in churches, that's a salvation tax. Well, you know what? My Lord did not like those tax guys. He tore up their tables. He told them all they were going to blazes. So I'm not paying no damn taxes. Sorry, not going to do it. I only pay taxes to the government. I'm up to 3 1/4 now, huh? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't say any bad words.
That, you know, like my church gives us every year, they give us envelopes all the people who belong to the church, they give us envelopes.
Right.
So that you can put as little or as much in your envelope as you choose, and nobody sees what you put in your envelope. So there were times when I had zero money and I just put an envelope in the basket, but then there's other times that I put $5 or $10 or, we don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
No.
And a lot of people, they use the envelopes because you can claim it on your taxes. But for anybody to say it's a salvation tax, Jesus paid that price.
That's right. He paid that on the cross for all of us.
But it isn't about about tithing. And, the lights have to be kept on in a building, and all that does have to be done. And I understand that. And I was like you, Traci. I would give what I had. There's been times that I remember recently. Well, it was in May when I went to a church, and I thought I put in everything I had, and the next thing I know, I still had $15 in my wallet. Don't know where that come from, because I sure didn't think I had that in there. But I took out, I put in a little envelope, every bit the change and the cash that I had. And it shocked me that I had money in my wallet, because I meant to give everything. And I thought I gave everything. So, you know what?
There was a time I did almost the same thing. I saw a family in need on Easter Sunday. I paid their tab at Walmart. They didn't know it was me. I did it kind of under the covers thing. Anyway, I took care of that. And he was a serviceman, just gotten home the night before from being overseas. I knew I was broke at that point. But when I went to put my clothes away, I found $100 in a pocket that I shouldn't have had $100 in. Now, tell me that, and again, the Lord works in mysterious ways, y'all.
Exactly.
And it's funny to me. And I talk about it and I get chills. But it was so wonderful. It was like, wow, I got rewarded for that, because I would have never found that money any other way.
When I went out one day in the shop when Kevin was out there working, this been a few years ago, and I was going through a box, and it had a lot of my daycare stuff. And there was a receipt box. And I was looking through that, and I opened every envelope, because I would always write the name on the envelope, and I would give them a receipt, and I'd stick money in the envelope, and I'd write their name on it, and I found money. I opened every envelope there was, and I kept finding money, and I'm like, how in the world did I just forget that I had money? But sometimes you might open an old purse or something. I check in every pocket. Every pocket.
Oh yeah.
But
well, it's something I would prefer to help somebody that I know is in need, that I see the need, without them knowing that it's me, than to give it to a church and not know where it went to.
Right.
Or to watch a bishop driving around in a Cadillac while my car's barely working.
Right.
And another thing, the church that I belonged to believed in service to its members. There was a lady that was 86. Her husband had Alzheimer's, and he was in his 90s, and she was still mowing her own lawn. Where the heck were the missionaries at when they were needed? Where was the church at when that woman was needed?
That's what the song I posted this morning. There's a song I posted on Facebook this morning that made me want to cry, and I'm like, I've got this makeup on, but it is talking about where are the people. Where's the people when people go into church? But there's been people that have blessed us out of the blue and sent stuff on a PayPal account. And it hasn't happened just once, but it's been many times. And it's hard to accept, but that's somebody's blessing that they're going to get because they're blessing us. And there's times Casey has said, you know, Mama, I don't see how we can take this. And you know, Kevin would be like, we can't accept this. And I said, well, Kevin, they've already done it.
Mm-hmm. I
And
need to sing to Marie. Good morning, Marie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Marie. Good morning to you.
And, you know, so there's people that will give to the Porch Church Network, and that helps us to do things. And I mean, we did those things before that it was laid on some people's hearts to donate some stuff from their auctions. I used to love to just surprise people with God jars, and I still do that. And, you know, I've worked on them, and I'm going to send them out. So we, you know,
It's how the Spirit moves you, isn't it?
yeah. And I might not have money to give to a church. I just like to give from my heart with what God has given me with the talent. So,
Well,
you
and
know,
isn't that part of it?
Came to
You know,
the
that's
Catholic Church as an adult, and I asked the pastoral associate that did the adult confirmation thing, and I said exactly what is expected of me with these envelopes. And that's when she said, if you don't have any money this week, then you just put a blank envelope in there. It has your number on it. They know it's you, but nobody else has to know that you're not putting any money in the basket. But if you're helping out at the church festival, and I would go when I lived closer. Now that we moved, I'm not as close, but when I lived closer, they would call me up and say, we need someone to cover the phones in the office for a couple hours. If somebody came and picked you up, can you come and do that? And I would, because I didn't have anything else to do. And she's like, that stuff is the same as giving money to the church. So I was like, okay, I can do that.
Money's only given to us to keep track of time. Did you know that? Your time energy is shown by the money that you have. That's how you've earned your money, is from time and energy spent. So if you give the time and energy, it's the same thing.
and if
It's the same thing.
If Dwayne is still on, I know he'll think this is a scary thought that I used to drive the church bus and pick people up. It wasn't a bus, it was like a long van. I loved it. I loved doing that. And so now I guess this is the way that I talk to people or go in channels, even though the people, it's their business how they talk on their channels. But I noticed that one gentleman, when I jumped in his, he was just very respectful. You know, he wasn't drinking, and he just was mindful of his language. And that's why, you know, it tickled me. Aw, Dwayne. So, you know, in there, you know, I gave the thumbs up and I muted and talked back and forth with his wife. So, you know, they were doing the guy thing, and that's fine. You know, it's not for me to go to somebody's channel and give thumbs down because of something they might do. Hey, no, they're doing their thing.
If somebody is talking in a way that I don't go for, or I don't appreciate, I just go watch a different video. I don't give them a thumbs down. I don't make a big deal. I don't leave a nasty comment. I just move on.
Well, and you know, it pulled her to join us now. So she joined us. So I'm like, I talked with her because maybe she was upstairs. She has a teenager. Hubby's downstairs talking to, you know, the men folks in the group. And maybe she didn't have nobody to talk to. So me and her talked back and forth for a long time. And I try to, I try to do that. Dwayne, I was talking yesterday with, there was about 4 of us. Debbie was in there too. And I said, I did not like to smile because I didn't think that I had like good teeth. And the dentist assistant told the dentist, she said she doesn't like to smile because of her teeth. And he said, what? She said, I know. I told her she has perfect teeth. Well, it took a while for me to get comfortable, but when I laughed, I found that I was smiling and laughing more since we started doing this. And Kevin tells me, he says sometimes he comes on to watch to see the smiles and the laughter from me, because he had to see me for so long being so depressed and crying. So, I just, so when Dwayne said that about smile and happiness, that's because of what I get back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dwayne is a good read on people. Let me tell you, Dwayne is a good man to read people, because I was in an auction one night too, and he gifted me with a jar of jewelry. And I'm just sitting here going, this guy didn't even know me. Why did he do that? And then everybody says, he's just a nice guy. Well, he's become a very nice guy. And I just think the world of you, Dwayne. I really do. I really respect you and Heather and everything you do. And my husband even said that you were a nice guy. So thank you so much. That jewelry's not going nowhere. It's just staying in with me in my bedroom. That's it.
Susie,
It's beautiful.
Susie Q, who we're talking about, mothership
Products.
Yeah, he's the one that would tell me to get out of the shadows, and because I would sit in there during church time. If you would just throw like your LinkedIn real quick when you go in there. But anyway,
I just got a buzz about Porch Church. So, I just got buzzed 30 minutes.
Good. So he would tell me come out of the shadows, or he could read me. He would ask, he would send later, what's wrong? What's wrong with you today? And then I might boohoo to him and tell him. And
absolutely, Susie Q.
Yeah. So let me see what Lynn said for Pronini. Let me see. Yeah, I remember that. Yes. And have I?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and I sent Pronini a God jar. She trusted us with her address.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a real person.
There's Porch Church.
Oh
so
my
please,
God.
please join the Porch. Join us in Porch Church after
There you
this.
go.
After I have time to have a quick smoke and a potty break.
So yeah, Susie Q, I make jars like these and something like this that will come to my heart, and it will be for somebody, and it's for you to put sometimes, I say now, use it either as a prayer jar or a joy jar. If you've got a praise and you're excited, put that in there, and then start watching it pile up. Start watching it fill up with your blessings. Or, put in it, if you have something you're praying about or somebody's on your mind, write their name on a little piece of paper and put it in the jar. And that's what I started doing. And that comes from my son, which is Porch Church Network. He started the whole thing with the God jars. And then I told somebody, I said, even this, use 2 different color papers, one for praise and one for things that you're turning over to God. Put those in there and and look at the different colors that you have in there. And my son, after he gets to a page of where he writes down prayer requests. He takes that, he folds it up and puts in the jar I made him. The jar that I made him came from a tequila bottle, just like this bottle was a tequila bottle. And
I love that. I just think that's gorgeous.
And oh, it's heavy, you guys, though. And because I told him, I said, you know what? I said, it doesn't matter what the container was. It's what we use it for, and that's us. We're the container God made.
Right.
Got it.
And I said, so are we going to use our container, what he made us, for good or bad? So Casey takes those prayer lists and he puts them in that prayer jar.
Mm-hmm.
You make people happy, Dwayne. And Dwayne, when you first joined us and you said that you weren't religious, you didn't do that, but you would help. You would help and you would throw out those verses. So I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So Dwayne's he's Catholic and his wife is Dwayne, tell me, Heather is Mormon. So it's something we work with. All right, sing to my friends.
Good morning, Galleon Adventures. Good morning to you. Good morning, Galleon Adventures. Good morning to you.
Oh, you guys, if you're not subscribed to them, go and watch their adventures. Their RV adventures, and that's you can't not love God or know who God is if you're out there and you're camping and you're looking around
At all of nature's beauty,
Yes, it is.
That's why I go out in the morning sometimes on the front porch before the sun comes up and I watch the sunrise and I listen to all the birds before all the cars start coming down the highway. And we have so many different kinds of birds out here. We've got blue jays, we've got cardinals, we've got mourning doves, and gosh, sparrows, finches. And it's amazing how they all have a little concert in the morning. And it's enough to make you just go, aha, yeah, okay.
Dwayne
calms me down.
Dwayne
Huh?
got my cheeks red. Dwayne got my cheeks red. Because he said he comes here to see the smiles.
Well, my friend, it's 9:36 and I have got to go. I've got some things to do before 10. So I'm going to say goodbye and let you all go and know that I've got love in my heart for every one of you.
I love you too, Debbie.
I love you too, my Debbie.
I'm going to need to go soon too so I can use the potty and get a refill and smoke before church.
Galleon, you're right.
Gotcha.
God has blessed him to be able to get out and see all that he has created. And if you have time, if you have time, at 11 o'clock our time, which is 10:36 now, my son is reading. We have done read from Genesis and now we're in Revelations. And it started a year ago. And he has read and we've had people join. And somebody said you guys have more members than some brick and mortar churches does. So we do church here, and he calls this the women's ministry in the mornings. But the link is up above. It's called Porch Church Network. And come and listen to some reading in the book of Revelations where we're at now. And, it's not going to be gone. He'll go to something even more when we finish with Revelations. There's in the back of that Bible that Dwayne gifted him with, out of the blue, Dwayne needed, he needed to be able, Casey was reading from the King James. And Dwayne had told him it was hard just listening kind of to that language. So, you know, out of the blue on PayPal, boom, there was some money to go get a Bible. And Casey almost bought one from an area, a little shop around us. And I said, whoa, I saw that same Bible, Casey, at Ollie's. And sure enough, we went to Ollie's and they had that same Bible. And that's what he's been reading from. So, you know what? Yay, Susie. So, you know, God has blessed us. And there'll be others, because in the back it has a lot of stuff to discuss, you know. But, you know, our whole family has been blessed since God laid it on Casey's heart to start the Porch Church. And we just sat on our porch and he and I started, and then he would FaceTime in his friend April. And I told him, I said, well, son, God says where two or more are gathered together, I am there also. I think I'm paraphrasing because I don't, but I do know that's what he says. So it was laid on his heart to do it. And it brought me out of my depression and out of my bedroom after 3 years. God pretty much said, I'm tired of you feeling sorry for yourself. I'm tired of you laying in your bed in the dark. I'm tired of you putting yourself through this because you're a child of the Lord. What are you doing? What are you doing in your room and on your pity party? And so I'm outside one day and I'm looking through some of my my literature. And I'm, you know, looking over stuff and taking some notes of how I was feeling. And that my son come out there and said, Mom, have you ever read the Bible all the way through? And I said, no. He said, well, do you want to? I said, sure. That day in August, 1 year ago, brought all of this on. Every bit of it. He started, we started reading. And then he added April. And then one day somebody stopped by to see us, and we had a few people on our front porch. One day we had MawMaw and Kevin and my grandson and Casey and me, and April was actually there. 6 of us on the front porch reading the Bible and discussing it. And it grew from that to Casey said, Mom, I feel like I want to do it on YouTube. And because he was already doing auctions, so he was comfortable with being on it. And I told him, I said, son, I don't know about that. I said, you know, when you put yourself out there, people can be cruel. But he was led to do it, and it didn't matter that I said that because he did it. He did that, and it took me from, about September that he started on YouTube, September to this past April or May for me to start this. And it's just from that has, you know, spread out. And, you know, I met Galleon Adventures, and I met them through Barefoot, in the Barefoot Adventures. And yeah, you can get subs there, but the thing of it is you find people that you can watch their videos and try to catch them live, or and hey, I love to watch somebody camping, and it brings back memories, and it's comforting, and it's relaxing. But for some reason, I met some great people, and you guys followed us on over here. And everybody that accepts me, I want you to accept Traci and the Porch Church Network and the people that I name in my description. And I need to add some more down there because we're all like-minded. We're going through this life. And Traci, I know you got to go, but how do you feel how you incorporated yourself, or how it?
I feel like I am part of the Crawley family, and I love this therapy every day. And see, just like I've not been feeling good the last few days, and just making a little bit extra effort to push myself a little bit harder today, I actually feel better than I have the last couple of days by the time we were getting ready for Porch Church. So it's worth it. Sometimes it's worth it to push yourself a little bit, to go out of your comfort zone a little bit.
So, for you guys that's new with us, I'm still the same when this camera goes off. I'm still the same. And you can, I'm still Norgus on Facebook. If you want to follow me there, I'm fine with that. And I also have Crafting with the Crawleys. And I like to do, if anybody does artwork on Art Therapy Tuesdays, share your art. I'll let post your art in that. That's what it's for. Mm-hmm. And then I recently, due to something that happened with the doctor, I started a page that says suicide awareness. So I guess I'm branching out. I don't know how, I don't know what's going to come.
You're just letting God lead you to where God wants you to be.
I love Dwayne.
Good morning to Alma. Good morning to you. Good morning to Alma. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Alma. You're going to have to come over to church.
Over to Porch Church, because I'm getting ready to go get ready for Porch Church and get my little pre-Porch Church routine done.
You guys, I'm telling you, Wayne did that so he could see me laugh. Mm-hmm. He done that so he could get that big laugh out of me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure enough.
Well, you're
like-minded with Darlene, and you just keep that in mind as you go through your day today, Mr. Dwayne.
Well, Galleon Adventures, I'll tell you what. You guys are welcome to our church. My son, he just says he's like me. He shoots from the hip. He's not one to tell you he's holier than thou or that he's perfect. He will tell you his struggles that he has. He just puts it out there because he lets people know that he struggles and he's real.
He's not preachy. He's just a minister.
Yeah.
He ministers to others, but he's not preachy, and he reads the Bible and he says the things that God puts on his heart for him to say, but he's not pushy or preachy in any way. But he would be there for you.
And he has those days that he's like me. I mean, I've never been told I was bipolar, but I mean, sometimes you just feel weighted down by the world, and then he can't come on live, but he'll tell people. Sometimes he has said, I can't do this today. And has just shut it down. And it's just because he has his struggles. I have my struggles. Traci has hers. We all do. But I am glad that you found your connection, and I am going to shut it down. Alma, welcome to go on to next door. I call it next door. Come on next door to church. And I am going to take my computer over there. Traci, go smoke, even though I don't smoke.
I know. Nobody has to approve of it, but that is what I do.
And that's what Casey just wanted to do. So
All
anyway,
right.
all right. I love you guys.
Love you all.
I'll feed my 3-legged hamster after church.
Too
Love
funny.
you guys.
All right. Love you all.